I've been farming up here since 1987. Firstly as a manager for my parents' business, and then on my own account since 2000. My grandfather bought the farm, came back from Rhodesia with the money he'd earned from growing tobacco and peanuts, and invested in an area that he always wanted to come back to. The family have been farming on the Cotswolds since about the 1600s. The farming operation covers about 500 hectares, and predominantly we're growing milling wheat and oilseed rape. But this year we've putting in other break crops, peas, and we've also got some barley taking up some of the milling wheat acreage. When I first went into precision farming, there were two areas I was looking at. One was the saving of inputs from 2 points of view. Firstly, from a financial point of view, obviously, but secondly, from an environment point of view. If you only apply a pesticide to half the field, then logic would say you're only doing half the damage to the environment, potentially, if there is a cause for concern with the herbicides that one is applying. And from a fertiliser point of view, the leaching into watercourses is got to be considered. And I feel that the benefits are potentially long term if we can strive to enhance the way precision farming goes. Then the technology will enable us to be more precise in where we apply and what characteristics we're using to enable us to make the decisions in terms of the application rates we're using. Started using this technology in 2001, and during the course of the last 8 years we've gone from just applying fertilisers on a variable rate to spot treatment of weed problems, to now we're using the technology for auto steer and specifically RTK for sub centimetre or sub 2 centimetre accuracy on the steering, for the gains that can be had in terms of the lack of overlaps and misses. At the moment I'm using a GTA software which is provided by AGCO, and this is written by a company called FarmWorks. And the advantage of these bits of software is the ability to glean information from a huge number of sources. So effectively they're not closed shop, and they will write data, application cards, into any number of controllers, so that they're hugely flexible, and that's been a massive step forward. Ultimately I'm trying to improve my bottom line financially, not necessarily by increasing my output. It might be more from reducing my inputs, or a combination of the two. To the extent there will be areas on the farm which we won't be farming at all, we'll turn back to conservation. Tractors have got a lot more capability in terms of the software that's on them. The controllers are tending to go more electronic now, and so the ability to automate the control of tractor functions has been greatly enhanced to date, and that will continue. I'm almost certain of it, to the point that we would be looking in the future that the operator will only be sat in the seat from a health and safety point of view. Variable application maps will be sent through, a mobile phone system to the controller on the tractor, and that information will be passed back to a central office through a mobile network or a Wi-Fi system. And really all the tractor driver has to do is fill the tractor up with fuel and the fertiliser spreader or the applicator with the product that he's applying.